Hey, weird war weirdos. Brian again. Back. Back. Been a couple days since I did a live paint and chat, so I'm back on it. I was off him for a while, but now I'm back on him. As our awesome best dude, the Red Dwarf guy, Lister, when he was off cigarettes, he's like, I was off them for quite a while, but now I'm back on him. So what is up, everybody? So I looked at my total here, and I'm at like 81 or 82. So I'm gonna shoot for 100 before the week is before the month is up. So I got this. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 undead Japanese zombies that I'll finish them. I'll be done with my 100 mark. I mean, I'll keep going, but I'm just shooting for the 100 mark as of this moment. I'm running out of khaki gray, my Vallejo khaki gray. I don't think I have any more of this. This is the color I use for all my Japanese uniforms. I don't think I have any more. That's not good. Let's see if I got any bad boys. I don't believe I do. So when I'm out of that bottle, I'm done. I have to paint something different until I can make some money. Buy some more. If you guys have a bunch of khaki gray laying around, growing on your trees, you want to get rid of. Growing on your trees. Yeah, that's the only one I got. So when it's done, it's done. There ain't much in there. I can hear it. There ain't a whole lot left. Oh man. So I had this so yesterday I had this job interview, right? Well, I've already had they did the background check and they did the blood, the fucking piss test and all that shit, which is fine. I'm not got a problem with that. So I went up this job. Oh my god, dude. First of all, the building is like a mall, dude. It's massive. It's like a fucking future. It's brand new building too. And it's a cold storage like warehouse. So, anyway, it's badass. So go in there and dude, they put me through the fucking paces. I mean, I'm going through like obstacle courses and shit, and it was interesting. I did it, I passed all their physical examination, I guess. But yeah, it was funny because I've got this fat 50-year-old guy. I'm in pretty good. I mean, other than being fat, I'm in pretty good shape. Um, I'm strong, I'm flexible, and all that shit. But I'm just a fat bastard. But anyway, I'm like going through all these paces and shit. I'm doing it. I'm sweating a little bit and doing it. And there's all these like young bucks around. I'm just like shit. Like these 20-year-old dudes. I'm like, I'm not getting this job. They're gonna look at me and they're gonna look at these guys and they're just gonna say, "Sorry, dude, you just weren't cool enough." So we'll see. Hopefully, I'll get this job. I need this job. But anyway, jobs are out there, man. But the thing is, dude, I gotta get a job with medical, and I gotta get that shit right out of the gate if I can. Anyway, hunkering down and doing what I could do. Shadow, buddy, what's up? Hey, Tiki, what's up, guys? I heard so Tiki. I watched the Battle Report the other day. I think it was oh god, who was it? Man, I don't remember. It was a British guy, and I think they were doing a battle report of Bolt Action, and I think it was like he was playing one of the armies was Japanese army, and the leader was on a horse, like a cavalry officer. Anyway, he said, "This is Captain Tiki," and they said, "This is in honor of Tiki the Hut, who hey, stop, who frequents our battle reports and comments and shit. So look at you, dude. You getting some fame. Yeah, there you go. Morty and Glory. That's right." I'm like, I know that dude. He's a cool motherfucker. Tiki. You getting around, dude. Getting around. You're getting a rep on the interweb. Careful. Make you famous. I'm honored to have you on the channel, my friend. I got celebrity on the channel. And then Shadow's here too. And Bo. Shit. I got a bunch of celebrities on this channel right now. Holy cow. Man, it's just Weird War Brian and all these other well-known, established YouTube personalities. So what is up, everyone? So Shadow, I saw your video last night. Dude, those are some awesome minis, man. I believe those are artisan designs. They're those are, or I think they're artisan design, or they're cobblestones. But dude, those are excellent, like Weird War and Pulp minis, dude. So your buddy hooked you up. I've been meaning to get some of those Nazi robots. Those Nazi robots are pretty cool. Rubits. And I saw like it might be some, I think it's the artisan design who did those. They have like the armed archaeologist set, I think is what I saw. And then like they have that her tote. That's the guy from like Raiders of the Lost Ark, the guy that gets his hand burnt with the thing. It's pretty cool. Yeah, James L. I have to befriend that motherfucker. Make sure I know his anniversary, and so when he has his anniversary, I'll say, "Hey man, it's your anniversary. Send me some shit." That's cool though. No, that's cool, man. Yeah, those are great minis, dude. I tell you, those minis paint like heaven, dude. They're just a beauty to paint. They really are. It's weird because some minis are like a chore for some reason. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes the paint just, I don't know. But some minis, they just look. They got. I guess maybe it's flat surfaces or just it takes the paint well, or I don't know. But those are great. Artisan stuff is great to paint. So who else is here? So Bo, what's up, dude? You not working today, or you probably just getting home? Probably. Oh, so I looked up the Shadow. I looked up the cover. Was it Aqua Prime or what? Aqua whatever he sent and I guess it's a book that your son's like naughty naughty. I looked at it. That's pretty cool. Good cover, man. I like it. Good stuff. I'm telling you, Shadow, your son's like a goody two shoes coming from you. You think he'd be a wild man, but you made him. I guess you're teaching him the error of your ways. Alpha Blue, yeah, looks interesting. I mean, hot chicks and tentacles. I mean, there you go. That's a good start. I'm not familiar with. Is that I think you said that was a sci-fi setting, like a sci-fi role-playing setting. That's pretty cool. Awesome. I have to check out his shit. Yeah, I appreciate grindhouse exploitation, porn, all that shit. So I'm pretty base. So, but complex. Not a complete heathen. I got some sophistication about me, maybe a little bit, tiny bit. I can appreciate some alluring artwork. So speaking of shocking, whatever art, um, I we started watching Event Horizon. Mel's never seen that before, and I'm like, what? That shit's awesome. Man, spaceship that goes to hell and comes back, dude. That's freaking awesome. I guess. So there's been talk for years, like 30 years. However, yeah, it's been almost 30 years since that thing came out. I saw that in the theater, by the way. But anyway, so there was supposed to be this long cut. So like Anderson, so it was weird. So he's making this badass horror, sci-fi movie, right? And so I think Paramount did it. So Paramount was also doing Titanic. And what happened is Titanic had delays, right, for its release. So what happened is Paramount says, "Okay, Anderson, we need to." He lost like several months of time to do the movie, right? Because they were going to replace that movie with the Titanic time slot because Titanic was running late and they were really betting their hedges or hedging their bets on that one. So they moved that one up for a release an earlier release, right? So anyway, so Anderson's like, well, what the fuck? I'm not done with it yet. But anyway, but there's another part. So the editing wasn't what he wanted. He needed another round of editing. But even before that, so it's towards the end of the shooting, right? The shoots. And the execs stop watching the dailies, right? They say from the dailies beforehand, they're saying, yeah, this shit looks great. This is gonna be cool. So they're not bothering watching it, right? Well, what Anderson does is he doesn't do all the fucking really shocking, like horror, like shooting until towards the end, right? So the the studio didn't see any of it. So they did like a focus group or whatever the fuck they do, and it was a rough cut of like Anderson's like over 2 hours movie, right? And it like shocked them. They were like, "Whoa!" They're like freaking the fuck out, right? Because it was really gore. I guess they show a bunch of scenes of like hell when the crew was in hell and shit. They're supposed to be like this like crazy like blood orgy like in hell where they're fucking each other, but they're killing each other while they're doing it. It's just really crazy, and it got really gory, and it was like and there was a lot more like development, like character development in it and everything, and there was like a different ending and all sorts of shit. So yeah, so he kind of got screwed having to. They told him to cut out all that shit, and then like to lower the time, and then like hurry up because it's going to go before your plan. So anyway, so they've been talking about like doing a director's cut, like, DVD or whatever, Blu-ray or whatever. Well, the problem is that like that footage that like the hell orgy or whatever was like lost. Like they cut it and then it's like there was a VHS quality print of it somewhere, but the guy like misplaced it. I don't know how you misplace it, but I guess I don't know. But yeah, they said that they can't find any of it, and they've really tried all the whatever, but yeah, it doesn't look like it's good. But anyway, we were watching something, they were talking about it, and I'm like, Mel's like, what is that? I'm like, we haven't seen Event Horizon. What is wrong with you? So she was all freaked out and shit. Venger Satanis. Nice. Sounds naughty. I remember there's been a few role playing games out, over the years that have been pretty hardcore. You got like you got the mild hardcore stuff like the Book of Carnal Knowledge, shit like that, the Blue Book, all that shit for like D&D and whatnot. Those are pretty tame. I mean, they're sexual, they have a lot of sex in them or whatever, but it's pretty tame. But there was, God, what was that one? Was it Carnage? It was pretty fucking hardcore, dude. It was like no fucks given, and it was just like brutal. It might be brutality, carnage, or brutality, or some shit like that. It was hardcore, dude. And I remember everybody's like, "Oh, freaking out! Oh, it's got sex and violence, sex and violence, sex and violence, sex and violence." And then what are some other ones? I know, was it Laminations of the Flame Princess? I mean, I've read most of those settings. They're not that bad. I mean, they're adult in that, there's naked people and there's like humping and there's monsters that do bad things or whatever. But I mean, it's pretty mild in my opinion. I don't have a problem with sex and violence. I mean, you don't need to necessarily like be really really descriptive. If you can pretty much like you don't have to get into the actual like full blown describing it. You can just say brutalization or blah blah blah. I'm online or I'm on. What's up? Oh, Mel, check it out, guys. So it right here. Camera's right here. Mel's been doing googling. Show them. Here. What the fuck? She's like, how many pants on? So she's been doing some artwork. Check it out. Keep it green. She did Kermit. And then she did Shaggy. Check that shit out. She's just doodling. She's good. She pulled down she put one on my Weird War wall, which is fitting for the Kilroy was here. Hell, Gilles. Very good, baby. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
She's pantless. Wearing her thigh highs.
Yeah, right.
Stiletto heels.
Nope.
But yeah, so I know that Laminations of a Flame Princess. So first of all, it's like game mechanic wise, it's like any other role playing game. It's not a whole lot of it's nothing like super original about it or anything. It's set in like when the Renaissance or whatever, or not Renaissance, like the 1500s or 1400, or it might be I think it's like the 15 or 1600s. I can't remember. It's like set in like what, Denmark or Holland, or I don't know, somewhere around there, like Western Europe. But the guy who like the guy in charge, guy's a fucking whack. I mean, he's different. He's a different dude, and he has these crazy videos. Like, I think he has some mental issues, right? But he has like these he just has these wild like videos, like he's naked and he's like whatever he's doing and talking about crazy shit, talking about how the man's keeping him down, and like I think a lot of his shenanigans have like a lot of the distributors and shit won't carry his shit or whatever, and I'm like, what the hell, who gives a shit? If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you don't like it, don't look at it. But don't ban the dude. I mean, it's just there's anyway, I don't know. He is a fucking character though. If you ever get a chance to watch some of his videos, do it. It's because he is just he is out there. I like him. I mean, I can appreciate his like passion for his what he's doing. He's like wanting to do what he wants to do and the way he wants to do it, and that that doesn't necessarily fit in the cookie cutter fucking cardboard cutout of how everybody else is doing it. And I'm fucking good. We're all individuals, man. Shit. I like having that opportunity of stuff that I'm pretty fringe, so I like guys that are gonzo, as Bo would put it, and grindhouse, and I shit. I don't that's one of the reasons why I like Weird World War II, man. It's got a history of like some questionable content, but it's still World War II. It's still a lot of fun in my opinion. Space Force posters. Oh, like space, like the United States Space Force. Oh, that's cool. Space Force. I haven't seen anybody else like any other country go down that same path with actually making a branch of military space force. I'm surprised Russia hasn't done it yet, or the Chinese haven't done it yet. But we there we go. We have the first Space Marines. We need to start putting on every space shuttle and shit. We need to put a jarhead to go with them. That'd be cool. I know it's Air Force. Well, no, it's its own force now. Yeah, so it's like, but it just seems like you need a Marine in space. It's a vessel, so you need to put the Marines on it, not Space Force. The Space Force are like your brainiacs and your pilots and shit like that. But for the fucking fighters, you need like Marines securing the ships. Hell yeah, Gonzo! I love it. I love it, dude. Man, it's like I'm telling you, dude. I am too set in my ways, and I've always been an individual. And it's just like, and look, I mean, that's why I'm really like, that's why I'm pretty tolerant with people I don't agree with. It's just because most people don't agree with my shit either. So it's like I don't have any problem. Man, if you're a certain politics or whatever weird shit or whatever you're into, if I don't like it, I just won't interact with it. I don't like think it should be banned or whatever the fuck. It's just not my thing, but it should still exist in the world. I don't necessarily need it to be expunged just because I don't like it. But anywho's, yeah, I was gonna trying to convince Mel to play a game of Hero Quest today, but she's not having it. She really burned out with everything. So, but yeah, so by the end of the month, the Shadow and everybody else, I will have 100 minis painted up. It's a lot, dude. For me, shit. And then next month, you guys keep on your calendar. Next month is Weird World War II's Halloween challenge, and it's just like one or two. It's however many you want to do, but it's really just like Halloween or weird shit, weird or horror or whatever, something that's indicative to the holiday season. And what I'll do is I'll do a video at November 1st. I'll do a video of everybody who participated that sent me some. You guys can send me videos, or you can send me you guys can send me pictures or whatever, and I'll do a video and showcase everybody's shit that that they entered, and I'll make a video and I'll plug your sites and your blogs and your whatever. So save something weird for that next month. Don't paint all your stuff. And Tiki, talking to you. I want to see you in the mix, bro. I know you're a busy dude, but I need to see you. I need to encourage your weirdness. Okay, encourage the weirdness. I don't want you to get. I can't let you get idle in your game and your weirdness. You got to keep pushing that shit. Hey, Percy, what's up, buddy? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, 15 mil. I know that Gear Creek at one time they had some like 15 millimeter zombies, but I think there's like a lot of STL stuff out there, and I think there's some other games that you could use like just a Nazi zombie is pretty much just you just paint them a Nazi. You know, they can use any kind of 15 mil miniature, make it a Nazi zombie. I think you should make Hungarian zombies. See, no one does that, dude. I haven't seen in all of my weird World War II exploits, travels, and love affairs. I have never seen a Hungarian zombie, World War II zombie. So there you go. Well, I've seen Finnish. I've seen Finnish zombies. Seen Soviets. Seen Brits and Americans and Aussies and Japs and seen Chinese. But I have not seen Hungarians or Bulgarians. I don't think I've ever seen any Italian zombies either. There you go. I've seen French zombies. I've seen Danish zombies. Or the Nether. I mean, what is the official title of fucking? Is it the Netherlands? Is it Holland? I mean, I think it's the Netherlands is the official like title of the country. But is it Holland? Is Holland and the Netherlands different countries? I can't remember, dude. I think they might be Holland and no, they're the same country, aren't they? The Netherlands and Holland is the same thing, isn't it? I don't remember. There's Soviet zombies and U.S. infantry. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, dude. So the Americans are coming in after all hell's broken loose and cleaning up the house, huh? They're like, all right, we got Soviets, zombies, and we got Nazis. Let's just kill them all. Let God sort them out. Where would a zombie go? I guess I mean, like if you're religious wise or whatever, I guess they're soulless, right? It tends, man, but it tends on what kind of zombies. You know, if it's like a voodoo zombie, I think their souls are still intact. They're just like controlled by like the I don't know, whatever. Whatevs. Whatever. Holland is the Netherlands. Okay, yeah. But they're also called Dutch, right? So I want I want to say like it was called Holland when it was like just like a kingdom, the kingdom of Holland, or fuck, I don't know. I don't remember. My brain is like, it's fried. Fried, I tell you, fried. I'm almost out of my khaki gray, guys. Oh no, I need enough to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more zombie or 9 more Japanese before the month's over. So I should. We'll keep humping here. Hump, 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 hump. I think this is. Oh, that's the Japanese pilot. He's like bonsai. That's pretty cool. This is from Dragon Bait. It's like a Japanese pilot. He's got like a bomb. He's like his plane has been blown to hell, so he's just gonna walk along and blow something up. Dragon Bait's fun, dude. So Dragon Bait minis, they've got some pretty cool weird World War II and pulpish stuff. They got Ike's Angels, and they've got I think they're the Dragon Ladies, Dragon Girls. Shit, I can't remember. But then they have a bunch of like Japanese undead, which are really cool. But he's got a bunch of other stuff. He's got a bunch of fantasy stuff. So he's a cool dude. He hooked us up with these He hooked Weird World War II up with the. Let me see if I fix that. There we go. I know you guys want to see my beautiful ugly mug, but yeah, he's got some cool minis. And it's cool. It's like his style is more of like the classic mini style, which I dig. I mean, I like the realistic look too and all, but I kind of like, it's kind of cool to see kind of like the classic kind of larger, kind of more like almost comic book ish, which I like a lot. Should I'll just stop right there. I don't want to work on those guys yet. I gotta remember how I painted this damn pilot. I think he was all brown. No, he was khaki too. That's one thing that we need. So I did a Weird War Wednesday not too long ago. Well, it's been a while probably. Like what minis are you missing in your Weird World War II collection or whatever that or the industry isn't making? And one of the things I really want to see, and it's just not just Weird World War II, it's like World War II too, are like dismounted crews, like dismounted vehicle crews, tank crews, aircraft crews have crashed or have parachuted out. Even like sailors, that have like washed up, or they're just acting in the for whatever reason they're acting as land forces with their uniforms. Now I know Artisan Design does some U-boat crews. I know they did that, and I want to say I don't like to plug Brigade, but I mean Lon's a nice guy, guys. I don't mean to be dogging on him. He's a nice guy, but we really saw different in the situation, and he ain't gonna fuck himself. But he's a nice guy. Buy his shit. It's just between me and him. But he's got a pretty good collection. I want to say that he has some U-boat crews in his Brigade game line. I can't remember what his Weird War II line was called, but he's got some shit. He's got some good shit in there. He's got some like ghosts, and he's got some decent Weird War II stuff. There was a company, shit, I can't remember who. This was a long time ago. This is like I want to say early '90s. They had a big line of like Nazi she wolves, like women, like Nazi women, which was kind of fun. Like those are fun. What else? Oh, but like vehicle crews. Like I'd love to have like I know Foundry does a down German like Luftwaffe air crew, which is cool because they got like it's like they're helping each other. Like one of them's wounded and one guy's assisting them walking, and there's obviously pilots with the pilot cap, and they have their little like barracks caps on and their flight helmet on, and they've got like the MG-15, which is like were like the machine guns that were in the aircraft, which could be taken out and used. They had magazines on them, so you could like take it off and like fight with. That's another thing. It's like in my game, you can like let's say you're a vehicle crew and you're cruising along in a fucking Churchill tank or whatever, and or even an M4, and it gets knocked out, right? And you got to dismount. Look, just because the tank is out doesn't mean like these crews can't fight. Some of these games are so fucking general that you lose a whole level of like gameplay out of ease. I'm like, come on, man. Just because like a 5-man, let's say, you're cruising along in your M4 and it the track is disabled, right? And the tank is whatever, can't move, and then the barrel gets bent or some shit. Okay, fine, right? Okay, let's just say that's it. It doesn't move and it can't shoot its main gun, can't traverse the turret, so it's facing the wrong way. So you know what you do? You have 5 guys. You got a squad of dudes, right? They can take out the 230s, right? The 230s that are in the tank still, right? They could take that. The rest of the crew can take all that ammo, and they can even dismount a fucking 50. And it's not going to be easy to use them. But dude, that's a 50 caliber machine gun and two 30 caliber medium machine guns. Ready to fucking rock and roll with 5 dudes. And then they got at least half the crew got, they at least have one like SMG in that. They probably have a couple grease guns in that. Everybody has pistols, grenades. They all got grenades. I mean, I know they got at least one flare pistol. So it's like, dude, that is like a squad of shit. That's like 3 machine guns. They all have pistols and a couple submachine guns. There's a whole fucking like almost like a heavy weapons squad. It's like, come on, man. Just because the tank is disabled, it can't whatever. It's just dumb. And then like if the tank is like it was very common when a tank got hit and like blew up, like started to burn, at least 1 or 2 guys escaped. I mean, it happened a lot. A lot of guys survived a catastrophic hit, maybe 1 or 2 at the most, but it happened. So it's like, let's show, and they may not break, they may just dismount, and they're like, if they're elites, they just like, holy shit. And if they're in the fight, I mean, they're in the fight. They can't just run off the board. They might have to fight it out to get off the board. But anyway, I think air crews are like that too. I think in certain circumstances, depending on where they crash or where they land, they might fight it out. If they're like fighter bombers, or even like bombers that aren't doing deep insertion bombing, but like frontline bombing. Dude, that crew that survived could probably make it back to their front, to the friendly lines, and they might fight it out, to get back there. So why not, shit? Stop being fucking lazy in your game in your game mechanics and have crews actually dismount and keep fighting on the battlefield. I don't know, it's not that hard. I mean, bolt action, I'm talking to you. Chain of command, talking to you. All those popular, stop being tournament-based games, tournament-style games, and just have a little realism and give people some more shit to do with it. Grenades, come on, bolt action. Let's get to some grenades, man. Let's have some real mechanics. I mean, you changed, like originally you guys didn't even have fucking templates, and you changed that. You guys can change, so change. Throw some grenades. Let actually people throw grenades. They're just not. Oh, the squad has, whole squad has anti-tank grenades, so they can. There's a special. No, actually, have them throw them at shit. Shit, a heat grenade will blow up on somebody just as good as a fucking tank. Yeah, dude, totally. Oh yeah, like cavalry, that'd be sweet. You know what I want? I'm still in 1937. I need some fucking people to play with because I got a lot of shit. Because I plan on do the whole World War II. But when we get to Holland, or the Dutch, when I want to get a Dutch platoon, and I want to get those damn Dutch with the motorcycle autocannons, dude, that's awesome. Have you ever? There's a great movie. It's called. Was it April 9th? I think it's what the one day the Dutch fought back before they surrendered. That's a great fucking movie, guys. If you haven't seen that, I think it's April 9th or April 6th or something like that. It's a great movie. Watch that because the Dutch were fighting, but then they just the king's like, fuck it, we're gonna give up. There's too many Germans, which is probably I guess it served his country because although they didn't suffer as bad as like the Norwegians or the fucking I know I can't remember. I'm fucking brain dead. Like anyway, the Belgians were hurting really bad under the Germans. You're still working? Damn, dude. Training, huh? That sucks. Well, Bo, we are there in spirit, my friend. We are there in spirit. Yeah. Man, you should be getting off soon, maybe? Or did you go? I don't know. You're training, huh? Yeah, dude, the Finns were badass. But you know what, dude? The Finns really fucking fought it out. But, at the end, they really did a lot of concessions, man. The Soviets came in and took a shit ton of land, and the poor Finns were like, you know, all that time after the war, they were fucking freaking out. Let's stay neutral because fucking Soviet Union decided to. I'm surprised the Soviets didn't decide to just retake Finland. To be honest with you, I think the Soviets were hurting, dude. They lost a lot of fucking people, a lot of men, and they really wanted to swing to the after the year. They really wanted to start jacking around with Japanese, but yeah, the Finns fought really good. But I don't fault them for choosing who they chose at the moment. The Soviets were the big enemy for them, and they didn't really add to the European fight with the Germans. They pretty much stayed in their kind of zone of influence. But shit, Soviets. I mean, look, I don't have any problems with the Soviets like during World War II. You know what I mean? They were invaded, but their fucking leadership, just like like when the Warsaw Uprising happened, they just stopped, dude. The orders came down, and the Soviets just stayed there. They could have fucking relieved fucking Warsaw, dude. They did. They chose not to. So all those brave fucking civilians fighting to survive, the Soviets just left them the fucking twist. That's the second time, dude. Like, they invaded Poland with the fucking Germans at the beginning of the war. So, I mean, fucking Soviet Union is really a mixed bag when it comes to that conflict. But yeah, the Finns, they saw what was going to happen to the fucking Germans, man. And they were like, okay, we give up. But, just don't completely annihilate us and, like, steal everything. So, but I guess they did what they had to do. There's a good Finnish World War II movie called The Unknown Soldier. Watch that. It's fantastic. It follows the story of like a machine gun platoon during I think it's the continuation war. It's pretty good. But I have to admit that the leadership, the Soviet military leadership up there was shit, and they made a lot of bad calls, and their troops weren't prepared, and they didn't know what the fuck was going on. And the Finns, man, they were motivated. They knew the terrain, and they're like, not in our country. But they did. They a lot of concessions at the end of the war, though. Then they had to drive out the fucking Germans. The Soviets like, look, we'll stop, but you got to drive the Germans out of your own country. We're not gonna fuck with it. And if we do come in here, we're gonna just take it. And they're like, okay, let's kick the Germans out. Man, craziness, crazy fucking world, man. It's just like, and that's like the Italians were the same way. It was like, when the fascists were in power, the country was mobilized for war against the Allies. But then, like, I'm not saying the Italians were ever in like the people were ever into the war, but then you had, like, all of a sudden, they give up, and then it's like the Germans are fucking still there, and it's like, oh, okay, no, you're not giving up. We're gonna just start killing you guys now and get all your shit. So you had that weirdness, and then like when the Soviets start fucking pile driving Eastern Europe, German allies turned. So now you've got, it's like, can you imagine? It's like you're like what? You're Romanian, right? You're a Romanian soldier. You're on the fucking Eastern Front fighting the Soviets and all that shit. Then all of a sudden you're fighting with them. It's like they're your buddies, they're your allies. The Hungarians were the same way. Who else? The Bulgarians? Didn't the Bulgarians do the same thing? They like switched because they saw the fucking Soviet juggernaut coming and like, oh shit, yeah, let's just. But yeah, it's a crazy fucking war, man. I mean, everybody was involved, and then hell, Churchill and Patton wanted to just keep fighting, swing and take out the fucking Soviets. So it's just like, whew, crazy time, man. Crazy time. You know, there's reminiscence of it now with the Ukraine war, dude. It's just like, you know, when is it? I don't know. You know, I think any people have the right to their own destiny and their own way of governance and their own lives, man. And you have these fucking assholes that say, man, I tell you, when the soldiers stop fighting, we'll have peace. You know, I'm telling you, man, it's up to the soldiers to say stop. We're done. We're not fighting you're not fighting your fucking wars. You know, figure out a different fucking way. And it's just, I mean, that's very simplistic, and that's somewhat naive. But I'm telling you, the truth of it is when the soldiers decide to fucking stop playing these goddamn games with their lives, the wars will end, man. Because no one's going to fight their fucking wars for them. Damn politicians and kings, and they're just going to say, we're done. We're done fucking dying for you. And maybe we'll have some peace. Craziness. Crazies. Crazy shit. I want everybody to live, man. Azerbaijan just invaded fucking what they're starting that shit up with what Kyrgyzstan or whatever the fuck, that little enclave. They started shelling that fucking today, because I guess some of their soldiers stepped on a landmine and they died. It's like, well, fuck. So let's start a war. It's like those landmines have always fucking been there. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Crazy shit. Craziness. But shit. I guess I don't know. Ugh. So anybody painting anything? Shadow, you still here? You painting anything or anything? Did you ever finish that serpent like tomb or whatever you're doing? Ugh. So I saw a preview for a monster movie that might be interesting. There's a couple I saw. One's, I think, Indonesian movie called what's it called? The Lake. I think it's The Lake. It's like some like monster in the lake kind of movie. Like it's like a creature feature kind of monster. Looks pretty cool. It's Indonesian, so if you hate subtitles, don't watch it. Mel hates fucking subtitles. She hates them. Hates them. I'm like, come on, baby. And then the other one was called The Tank. It's not the one with like an actual tank in it, which Tank is fucking awesome. What was that? Who was that? Was that Oh God, the guy who played I think it was the guy who played Rockford Files. Can't remember his damn name. But like he owns like an M4 and all that crazy shit. That was a great movie. I love that fucking movie. My mom took me to that movie when I was a kid. C. Thomas Howell, I think, is in it too. Man, that's a great one. But anyway, this one's the tank. It's like a water tank or something. But anyway, there's like a monster living in it, and like some family like comes to this area and they gotta fucking deal with it. It's pretty interesting. Oh, my kids are going ape shit about. I don't know if you guys have kids, but that the video game that Five Nights at Freddy's or some shit like that, whatever it's called. There's a movie of that coming out. Like it's going to come out on Halloween night. I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing! I'm like, oh, okay, we'll watch it. So that's fun. I like when my kids get excited about shit. It makes me happy. So we'll do that Halloween. We're big Halloween folks in this household. It's like our favorite month, favorite holiday. Like dressing up and the candies and watching the monster movies and doing all that shit. You guys got any good like horror suggestions, like movie suggestions? I tell you what, I'm sick of are these fucking found footage um, movies. My God, it's just like okay, it's been done to death, to death, and even those aren't any good. I have to admit, I fell for the whole Blair Witch thing when it first came out. I was like, holy shit, this stuff is real. So check this. Here's the story with that. So Blair Witch, right? Comes out. There's all this like hubbub about it. Like it's an actual found footage kind of shit. The whole kind of found footage thing isn't really like popular yet or whatever. It's kind of the first in the horror genre at least. Um, but I thought it was real. And then me and my brother, which is unheard of, like going to a movie with my brother was like I'm totally unheard of. But we were going together to see this, and I just happened to pick up. There's like this local paper in Dallas called the Observer, the Dallas Observer, and I happened to start reading like about the movie, and I fucking like as we pull up into the parking lot of the damn movie theater. I read that it's fake. I'm like, shit, I shouldn't have fucking read that. It would have been cool to have seen that movie still thinking that, this is real found footage kind of shit, being duped into that. And then maybe later on learning that it was fake. But yeah, that would have been a cool experience thinking that that was real going into the theater. I remember like I think one of the first found footage movies I ever saw was it 16 Kilo or Charlie Mike or some shit like that. It's a Vietnam War movie. And I think it's a 70s movie or maybe an early 80s movie where it shows the whole movie's from the viewpoint of like this like combat photographer like filming like this squad that he's with, and it's all the crazy shit that happens. Like that's a good movie if you haven't seen that, guys. Something Charlie Bat Charlie or Charlie Bat 7 or some shit like that. I can't remember what it's called. It's really good though. I remember speaking of Vietnam movies, uh, Firebase Gloria with Wings Hauser and E.L. Ermy. That is epic. It's so crazy. That is a fantastic movie, but no one ever fucking talks about it. It's so good. If you guys ever get a chance to see that, see it. Firebase Gloria is what it's called. That's a good one. There's not many like wargaming movies out there. In fact, there's none that I can think of. There's some pretty funny like kind of like role playing movies. Had you ever see was it the King or the Gods of Dicedom or something like that? They're like it's got the midget guy from Game of Thrones. It's got the dude. It's got the Australian dude from True Blood in it. But yeah, it's like they're LARPing and like they actually like call forth like a succubus. And then the succubus, is walking around the place where everybody's LARPing and killing everybody. The Knights of Badass them or some shit like that. It's pretty funny if you guys get a chance to watch it. But supposedly what happened was like when it was coming out, it got suppressed because it had that guy from Game of Thrones, and they were trying to make him like he wanted to be like they're trying to make him a serious act. I guess I don't want to fuck whatever. At least that's what I heard. So it got suppressed or some shit. I'm like, whatever, gives a shit. You're a fucking actor. It's like you get paid to play make believe. I mean, come on. Who cares what you're doing? Anyway, it's pretty funny. There's a couple like LARPer. There's a one like was it Role Models? It was like a comedy where like these guys have to do this like community service, and I guess one of the kids is like this LARPer, and they like it's pretty funny. It's pretty good. Role Models, I think is what it's called. It's got that. It's got those guys from like Rude's in it. The guy that plays Ant Man, and then like the other guy that was in like Evolution and fuck, I forgot. Can't think. Brain fried. Girl. Any other? You guys have any? There's three of you out there. If there's anybody that's hearing me, if you got any cool like monster movie, um, let me know. I like to watch like on YouTube. I have a bunch of YouTube channels that I follow that do like cheesy fucking monster flicks or something. I love that shit. I love like bad like monster or horror movies. I don't know. It depends on what kind of bad they are. Like there's some really shit out there that's even not even cool to watch, not even fun to watch. I like bad shit. Like one of my favorite movies is probably in my top 10 is Ernest Scared Stupid, dude. I fucking love that movie. I love it. And it's dumb. It's like a kids movie, but it's dumb. It's dumb, but I fucking love that. It's a great movie. I love it. But now I like cheesy dumb movies like Giant Spider Invasion. I love that movie. That's fun. Giant Gila monster. And, oh, I love Devilfish. That movie, Devilfish. Love that movie. I like a bunch of just stupid monster flicks. They make me happy. I watered down this damn paint too much. It's like I touch it and it like scrapes off the paint. I gotta go back and do that. What is today? Is it Wednesday today? Tuesday. Man, I'm needing help figuring out shit to talk about on Weird War Wednesday, man. I just uh I just don't know what else to fucking talk about. I did kaiju last week, like using kaiju in your gaming, which is pretty cool. I would suggest using it like in your naval games and your like air games. Like 28 millimeter, I don't know. You might get away with, you might do it in 15 mil, like the Flames of War with kaiju or some shit. That might work, but um, 28 is pretty big. You need a big ass monster, and I don't know. It's like using aircraft in 28 millimeter shit. Unless it's a strafing run, it's dumb. Don't fuck with it. You don't need models for it. Are you guys seeing me and hearing me at all? If you guys can, let me know because I don't want to just be talking and you guys can't see or hear me. Nerd, what's up, buddy? Can you hear me, nerd? And see me okay? Oh, cool. Okay, good. So what you got going on, man? Cool. Very good. Thanks, Percy. So is there anything that you guys want to know about or any questions for me? I'm pretty open book. Or, Weird World War II or wargaming or fucking whatever you guys want to talk about. That's cool. There's not much that I won't talk about. And there's definitely nothing that I don't have an opinion about. That is the truth. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's good. Downtime is always good, man. If you can get it, grab it, hold on to it. Did you finish your Dark Elves, nerd? Close. Very good. You have to send me some pics of it, and I'm check them out when you get done. I like to check them out. I remember 40 or not 40K Warhammer, what, third edition or fourth edition or whatever. Um, like the 90s version of that. I think it was fourth edition. Um, they had some pretty cool looking dark elves, if I remember correctly. They're kind of pushing that army too, pretty good. They had those like what bolt throwers, those automatic bolt throwers or something like that, or maybe that was doors. I don't remember. They had those witch chicks. I have Percy. They I've done a couple videos where I kind of go through all the rules systems that I know of Weird World War II, and then kind of how they play. Um, so I've kind of done that already. A lot of them play. A lot of them are skirmish. or they play like 40K ish, tournament like gaming. Secrets of the Third Reich is really 40K feely. Um, Octoon Cthulhu Skirmish is similar to that. Kind of like you got points, and it's the whole kind of basic kind of tournament style play or whatever. AE World War II is like a skirmish game. You don't need too many models. But it plays. It honestly, I think it plays similar to like a 40K ish, but just on a smaller scale. Um, Gear Creed plays like like a micro armor game. Who else we got? We got Nuts is a pretty good game. Nuts is fun. I got plans next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Me and Omen are gonna play some of the Nuts. We'll play with our nuts. um, I've been, I've been trying. I've been promising JC that I get that going. I just, for some reason, it just hasn't happened. It's like we were holding up until he finished his new weird war and whatever. But it's pretty well thought out game, and that rule book is epic. So it plays like a miniature game. It does now that's more of a feel like kind of like the gaming that I play, my Weird World War II. It's similar to that. It's like it's more a lot of options to it. It seems a little bit more realistic gameplay instead of like oversimplification or whatever. So it gives you a lot of options and a lot of mechanics to use. So I really suggest folks to check that one out. Repeater handbows, yeah. I mean, it's cool because they're like stacked on top, and they're like that's pretty cool. Look, I remember the models were cool. I think with those Perrys, with those Morrison, can't remember who sculpted those. What other kind of weird wars out there? Now K-47, that's basically plays like bolt action. So if you're a bolt action player, they got a couple. I think the K-47 rules are better than bolt action second edition. They got some interesting mechanics in there that would help. I think that would be better served with the whole system instead of just K-47. But whatever. What else is there? I really enjoy the Shadows over Normandy. It's like a counter, like a chit and hex game. It's a lot of fun. It plays like a miniature game to me. The mechanics are there, and the artwork is fantastic. But the mission design, like if you play the campaigns, are kind of lacking. The guys who make it are French, and I think there's a lot of like there. I think there's some like I think there's some language barrier issues there, and the I don't think it was play tested very heavily, to be honest with you. But but other than that, if you like play your own games and design your own games, it's a lot of fun, man. I really enjoy it, and again, it plays like a miniatures game, in my opinion. And you can use their Heroes of Normandy stuff, which is like their straight World War II. So you have tanks and all sorts of shit. You have Cthulhu fighting tanks. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. We played last Halloween. Me and the girls played a one of those games. It was like Cthulhu, like there were some cult was raising Cthulhu, like waking him up, and I had to stop them. And man, they kicked my ass. The girls kicked my kicked my ass like bad. It's a lot of fun though. I enjoy it. I like when the girls play. They forget how fun it is. It's like if you get them to the table, they have a blast. It's just getting them to the fucking table sometimes. It's just like a feat. I have to admit, one thing that I've discovered in my gaming nowadays is that I really like whenever I play a game, I want to film it like for the channel. And I'm like, I know that it takes, I mean, I'm pretty gonzo, guys, when I'm playing when I'm filming and shit. So it's like, it's not like, we got to set up the studio or whatever the fuck, but there's a little bit more to it when you film like that instead of just gaming. I think the girls get kind of like, let's just play. I'm like, okay, let's play. I mean, I just I just like I don't want to lose like a cool game, a cool battle, like cool stuff happening, and like have you guys miss it out because it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I need to learn to just play instead of like playing it for the channel. It's not like I play for the channel. I want to play because I like love playing the shit. It's just I don't know. It's just I need to get back to where it's good enough just to game instead of like gaming for the channel. Trying to get we used to have a bi-month or monthly game with Pathfinder. I'm trying to get that started up again, but you know, so nerd, I'm telling you, man, the best way to do a battle report is just film it, dude. Don't worry about. I mean, it depends on what kind of battle report. If you just want a I do not like static cams because what happens is you don't see anything. You just see the table. It's usually so far away that you just see, people's arms and then like they're moving something. You can't really see the paintwork. You can't see the. So I really suggest anybody who does a battle report do it like get down. You don't have to. I mean, if you're worried about people seeing your face, I mean, I get that. There's some people that are that's a little legitimate thing, and that's fine. You don't have to show each other's faces, but man, like get down there, get like ground level, see the minis fighting, because man, that's what this is about, man. It's about seeing our fucking toys up close, like pew pew, shooting each other and moving across battlefields and cool tanks, like not just like some general glob that we know it's a Sherman, but we can't see the detail. I want to see it like down close. And then I like seeing the gamers' faces. I like hearing each other fuck with each other and whatever. I like that a lot. I like the banter between the gamers. That's a big thing for me. I love it. I grew up with brothers, man, and playing against those dude, they were brutal. But that's something I like. It's just something we did is we gave each other shit when we were playing, and it's nothing personal. We're not being mean. We're just like it's a lot of fun. But it. I mean, I get that. I think seeing the people playing and like hearing them is a lot of fun. Because I'm telling you, man, you guys have gotten to know me, just these kind of videos and us playing and all this shit. That's fun, man, because there's like an investment in the channel. It's not just you know, okay, Joe is gonna roll. Here's about okay, thanks for playing. Bye. It's like there's no personal connection. And it's just like, why would I commit the time to watch a video where I'm not connected to? Because if you're not connected to the people doing it, it's just another video. You can watch bazillions of them. So why not watch a cool video with cool people, characters, because we're all fucking characters, man. We're playing like little army men, dude. So it's cool to just like, befriend these people, talk to them, get to know them. You guys are part of the channel. I mean, I consider you're all friends of the channel. and sometimes you guys are represented on the battlefield, and all that shit. It's just it's that community. It's a lot of fun. I mean, look, nerd, I get it. I mean, it's like if you've got like some, if you don't want to be on the camera, that's fine. But people could still hear you. You can be a disembodied voice that is fun. Now, if you're not, again, if you're flat or like you're dry or whatever they call it, that's fine. That shit. Maybe doing like who does a fantastic battle report? The best battle reports in the fucking world is a cinematic shit. Is it cinematic tabletop? Is that? Let me see what his. I think it's cinematic wargaming or cinematic some shit. That guy puts on battle reports like it's a fucking movie. It's like a comic book, like you're reading a comic, dude. They are epic. Let me get his link. Cinematic tabletop. Go to his channel, dude. Go to Cinematic Tabletop and watch his battle reports. They are fucking phenomenal. It's like a movie, and he has his back. Do something like that, man. Put your creativity into it. Make a movie. That'd be cool. Yeah, a campaign battle reports are cool. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I think narrative games. I think if you watch narrative battles, narrative battle reports instead of just like 1,500 point army against each other, we're gonna secure that widget. But when you have like stories about what's happening, I think that's more flavorful, and I think it's more worthy of watching that shit. It's like I can't think of one 40K battle reports that's worth a shit. Honestly, I mean, unless it's like they do like an actual like it's narrative, it's, and even then it's like just because of the mechanics of like 40K or even bolt action, man, it becomes just a tournament style play, and you lose like these stories and these personalities. And I don't know. I really like stories with story based. It's like watching a movie. Honestly, that's when I watch battle reports. I give every battle report like 30 minutes. Okay, give them 30 minutes, depending on however long it is. I give them 30 minutes, and if it's got like, if the players are personable, and they're we can hear their conversations, and they're having stuff to talk about. If the gameplay is exciting in that it's like story based and it's not just like rolling dice and moving shit, I'll watch the whole fucking thing. But if it gets to that point and it's like I'm watching a tournament, I'm out. Not into it. Dude, seriously. Check out his channel. It's fucking phenomenal. Oh, you got a Facebook page? Oh, right on. Oh, cool. Yeah, dude. Be sure to let me know. I'll join it. Hey, everybody, keep a lookout for a Nerd's Nerd. Let us know what it's called. I mean, for some reason you can't put the link on here, but if you wanna plug it, feel free, dude. That's cool. What is it going to be about? Is it about just like your gaming, or is it going to be like, is it a general gaming thing, or is it going to be like STLs, or just your hobby, or is it a personal site, or is it a group? Okay, so so is it a personal wargaming channel? Okay, cool. Very cool. Yeah. Oh, so it's going to be a channel? You said Facebook. Yeah, you guys go check out a Nerd's Nerd. He's a great guy. Yeah, I'd like to check out some of that stuff that I'm thinking about like shit. So Mel just got on TikTok, right? And she's taking pictures of the damn cat. But dude, the damn pictures of the damn cat are getting like 5 bazillion hits. I'm like, shit, I need to start doing something on TikTok. You know, like I don't know what to do. Like maybe like little videos of like a miniature and tell a story about it, or if it's like a vehicle, like give the highlights of the vehicle or some shit, or do something like that. Maybe get some traffic onto the other. So you guys do me a favor, go down and look at the description page, and I'm on all over the fucking internet, dude. Go check those out, man. Join like on Rumble. Join the Rumble. I'm on Twitter. Join Twitter, and I got a blog and all that's crazy. I got a bunch of shit. So if you're on one of those, join up. Not that not that. I just want to justify the time on those other places. If it's like just a waste of my time on that channel, on that like that one platform, I probably would stop doing it. I've done that. Like I got banned off of Reddit. I don't know what the hell happened there. Shit. I don't know what happened on Reddit. It was too much for it. It's just too weird. Sorry, son, you're just too damn weird. I like Rumble. It's a cool. I like Rumble a lot. And I'm on BitChute. BitChute seems pretty fun too. I got like 30 some people on BitChute. That's pretty sweet. But the only problem with BitChute is it's like you can only do like I think it's like 30 minutes or 45 minutes at the most. So I know a lot of people don't like accidental World War II German imagery. What the hell? What's that mean? Oh, you got banned for that? What the fuck? Okay, so this is an interesting story. Like, I don't know if you guys have known, but I've had Weird World War II Facebook group for a long time, and I every day I used to put a new piece of artwork up there, and I put one up of Nazi and all this crazy shit happened, right? Anyway, so like some crusader motherfuckers were saying I'm a fucking fascist or I'm a Nazi, and they like said that I'm putting hate speech and all this shit, and like of course they reported it or whatever the fucking Facebook and all this stupid shit, and yeah, so I lost like 150 fucking subscribers, and like Facebook was like throwing me in jail like every fucking other week, and I'm just like, this is artwork, World War II artwork. It's not fucking plugging anything or any political ideal. It's just a fucking. And then like if it's weird World War II, it's fantastical artwork like a fucking comic book. So what the fuck are you talking about, YouTube? Anyway, I would get banned like every other week. For like a week, I couldn't post shit, or I couldn't like make money off Facebook like I do anyway. But it's just like ridiculous. My God, it's just like people are just maddening. They're just fucking. They just got a bitch to bitch or something. It's so weird. There's so many weirdos out there. It's like, get a grip, man. God. But anyway, it was pretty funny. But yeah, man, nowadays, shit, man, you can get banned for fucking anything. It doesn't take much. I already got like a warning strike on my Facebook or my YouTube. So stupid. Like it was on one of my Weird War Wednesdays. It was I was doing a what do you call them? Fucking a showcase for a comic book called like Nazi, like, was it Nazi Vampire Vixens or Vampire Vixens of the Third Reich or some shit like that. Great comic, by the way. It's so fantastic. But anyway, so I put it was you have for you to watch it because there's it's an adult comic. I put like you got to be 18. Only people who subscribe can watch it. All the protective measures that the channel has, right? Dude, they lost their fucking minds. I was just like, you have an official warrant. It's like, yellow card. I'm just like, what the fuck? Whatever. Whatevs. Just, it's so ridiculous, man. I this whole censorship shit. I mean, I get it. I mean, look, there's kids in the mix, but you know what? My channel is not for children. My social media is not for children. And you know, where has the responsibility of the parent, watching what their kids do? What happened to that? Now it's like this self-censorship, like especially on like YouTube. People don't fucking say certain words because it gets in the algorithm. I mean, dude. I mean, we're talking words like COVID or racism or just whatever fucking trigger words that I'm just like, come on, it's just insanity. I don't get it, man. I mean, what happened to self-censorism? Self-censorship. If you don't like something, then you don't look at it. Don't interact with it. Doesn't mean it needs to be banned. Just you don't do it. It's just crazy. It's just getting out of control, man. If someone's talking hate and intolerance or whatever, if you can't live with that, fine. Then don't interact with that person at all, ever. You have every right to do that. But like forcing them, off, I don't know. It's just stupid. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on a lot of shit. There's always going to be people in this world that you disagree with, and those that we disagree with you. Yeah. Mel hates when I talk about this shit. She's telling me to shut up. She's like, shut up. That's what we'll do. That's kind of a funny thing we do. It's like, just out of the middle of nowhere, I'll go, shut up. Shut up. She'll go, shut up. I surprised Mel with some donuts today. I got some brownie points for that. Ladies love the donuts. The like cream filled, like chocolate, anything with chocolate, obviously. And then like the Bavarian cream. She loves that shit. So if you ever see Mel on the street and you want to she pulls a knife on you, you just give her some donuts. You'll be good. Right, baby? You'll be good. She'll cut you, man. If you're on the wrong side of her, woo, she is a firecracker. You know what I ought to do? I ought to do a fucking a video about like our partners or respective, like our wives or your lovers or whoever, whatever word you use to describe the person that you spend your life with, and like their take on the hobby. That'd be so funny. Like get like six of the partners that don't play, to just like let them just like vent. Good or bad, It'll be fine. I do enjoy watching battle reports or like videos where there's like a couple. I think it's cool. Or like, I don't know. I'm not even like when they're buddies and shit. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not a big fan of these like almost corporate kind of game channels where it's just all it is fucking ads for their shit and their sponsor stuff. And so it just feels like it's just everything game wise is just secondary. Everything else, I don't know. So some of these zombies I'm gonna make fresh zombies, like they've just been killed and they're still kind of, they still got, they're kind of flesh tone. But the other half I did were like they've been kind of rotting, so they're kind of green. I don't know why we use green. I don't know where that came from. Like I've done research like on like the actual human body, like as it rots. I mean, it doesn't take long before it starts turning black. The skin starts to really get fucking gnarly. So it's like I mean, there might be circumstances where they do turn greenish, but it's not like this catch-all. It's just so strange where we come up with these like these tropes that show, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like blood too. It's like blood turns black, dude. Like if it's pooled, like I mean, if it's on cloth, like bright cloth, like like if it's on a white cloth, it'll be red, but it won't be a bright red. It'll be kind of like a dark. I think I've talked about all this shit, but yeah, it's just so weird where we come up with these like these colors or whatever that we use to identify whatever. It's like when people like paint like on their vehicles, like the windows, they'll paint them blue. Why would you paint a window blue? I mean, that makes no sense. I mean, it'd be like, if anything, it would be like probably just be black, or it'd be like maybe reflective. Like if it's sunny outside, it'd be like a silver. I don't know. It's a fucking window. You see through it, so it's like that's a hard call to make, right? Depending on the situation. But a lot of times people paint it blue or like infrared, right? They paint it red, like the spotlight. They paint it red. Well, it's like no, it's not red. Well, it depends. It's like if you're talking World War II, the Germans, that shit was blue. The infrared scopes, like the the lamps, they were fucking blue. And they let off like this dull blue light. It wasn't red. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird how things work. Well, guys, it's noon. I think I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I haven't had anything yet today, so thank you for everybody coming out, nerd. Be sure everybody go check out a nerd's nerd on Facebook. He has a new hobby channel. Percy, it's always a pleasure to see you, man. Tiki, keep it weird, man. I want to see more from you. That's weirdos guy. Bo, I hope that training goes well and that you get home eventually. They let you go. And Shadow, my friend, you were talking about some sort of high adventure role playing. I'm all down with that, brother. Let's talk. Let's talk. You know how to get in contact with me. You can always, and you guys can always call me and shit too if you want. If you guys want to do some like rapping, just get a hold of me, Brian at weirdwar2.com, or that's my email. And or just through my emails on the face on the whatever. You guys can find me. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Oh, I'm always up to hanging out with you and chatting. All right, fellas. Well, you guys have a great day, and if I don't see you later today, I'll see you tomorrow. Weird War Wednesday. All right, guys. Keep it weird.